Okay, so tonight I'm back. I left this piece of black walnut with the gold epoxy. It's been drying now for it's a good 48 hours. I think it should be fine. And tonight I'm going to show you how I sand it and then give it a light coat of wipe-on polyurethane. So I start out with it's 80 grit. It's pretty coarse, but this epoxy is pretty heavy. So I need to start out with a pretty coarse sandpaper. So hopefully my camera doesn't fall over while I'm doing this. So see what happens. Okay, this takes quite a while, so I'm not going to record the whole process here, but I'm going to sand this for a while, and then when I get done with the 80 grit, I'll go down to like a 220 and finish it off with that. So I'm going to sand this off camera, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so I'm still sanding with the 80 grit, but as you can see, I'm starting to get down to the bare wood here, and that's when you have to be careful because you don't want to sand off the fine details. So, alright, so I'm just going to do a little more sanding and then I'll show it to you again. Okay, so I've been sanding on this with 80 grit sandpaper with my orbital sander quite some time now. I think in the future I'm going to have to try and get more excess poly off before I let it get hard. Anyway, when you see these patches here where it's still shiny, these areas through here, the epoxy I don't know, it must maybe shrink a little bit, maybe as it sets up, but they're actually below the surface of the wood, whereas this is at the surface. So, but it really doesn't make any difference when it's all finished. So I'm gonna fine sand this a little bit more with 220, and then I'm gonna bring it back and we're gonna throw a little polyurethane on it. Be back. Okay, well, I'm back. I'm done sanding and turned out pretty nice. I did sand a little bit much. I mean, I don't think you can help it. You know, I did take out some of the finer detail in here and maybe possibly over here, but I think all in all it turned out pretty nice. So anyway, this is kind of the moment you wait for after all the work. This is just min wax wipe-on poly. I just dump a little bit in a paper plate. Doesn't take much. Oh, I'm gonna put my glove on. Like I said, this is the moment you wait for to see what you got. So I just got a piece of cloth here, my little t-shirt, and I dip it in the poly and then I wipe it on and it just comes to life. Cool. I mean, like I said, This is what it's all about. Wow. That did turn out nice. That's Christmas in August, huh? And then I'll let this dry overnight. And tomorrow I'll sand it with maybe like, I usually sand it with 600 grit. And then I'll just give it one more coat. Either wipe on or spray on, one or the other. So anyway, that's what it's all about. I think that turned out pretty nice. So, well, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.